Hi there, it's XH. Today we're taking a look at gameplay in Duviri's open world area and fighting the Orowyrm boss. Before you can summon the Orowyrm and kill him, you have to make it through at least 6 mission stages. Each stage you clear will allow you to pick a unique power up. In this game mode, both your selection of Warframes and weapons, as well as each stage of the mission, are all randomized to provide greater replayability. You might get lucky and get amazing options like Titania, who can shred the boss in seconds, or get unlucky and get stuck with a Stug. After completing enough side quests, even a subpower weapon can be capable of blowing up the Orowyrm. You can also get permanently stronger by leveling up your Duviri intrinsics in the waiting room, with many options like boosting your damage, horse riding capabilities, and even a second life every 200 seconds. For the purpose of this video, I've pieced together footage from several of my recent runs, in order to show you a wider variety of footage, since each run is different and cannot give you a complete picture of the game. These are realistic runs of an endgame player with average luck and weapons. The stages alternate between objectives in the Duviri overworld and the Undercroft. In the overworld you play as a drifter, while you have the power of a Warframe and Undercroft. Consider subscribing to become part of my community and see more of my videos covering trending and popular games. Okay, it's time for me to stop talking for now. Enjoy the gameplay. Your favorite narrator will come back when it's time for the boss fight to explain it to you.
And madness are both known to laugh aloud. Mathila leapt from one into the embrace of the other.
Void angels that roost in the Zariman are breaking into the Undercroft. Repair the damage to keep them at bay. The spheres you see are ambient void energy. Gather as much as you can and use it to heal the damage.
I do hope you understand.
Oh, well done. You found it. Now look for your dignity.
The most petty and trivial things could spark Lodin's anger, but the flames quickly rose.
One of the imp's mirrors is up ahead. Slaughter the guards and find out what it wants from you. When I'm king, I'll have them all.
did not understand that you cannot bring happiness to the world by making unhappiness a crime.
The Undercroft is a source of unbridled negativity. We are about joy, and nothing but joy. So your path is clear, isn't it?
He was right.
Thrax has a prisoner. The imp wants him dead. I want him alive. I respect your skill. The imp does not. Clear?
I keep him locked up here for his own safety, and that of all Duviri. Care to find out why? The beast is loose, intent once again on mindless slaughter. Put it down, that both the innocent and the dead may sleep peacefully. Betrayer, fool. Each time, it is I who shall cast you down. This now tired spectacle no longer delights mine eyes. End this, cat's paw. Kullervo, kneeling? What did this drifter do to deserve your respect? Do you think you've won? Well, answer me!
If the Void Angels break through the wall, their master will be freed. Do not allow that to happen. Fight on. Close the ruptures as you would staunch the wounds of a comrade. The rupture is closed. The paradox stabilizes. Void Angels are unrelenting. You are all that is keeping them at bay. Hold fast. Has been sealed. Excellent work.
But none of you wants to put in the work. Oh, do you think this beautiful light in my heart? Oh, just got there by itself. Do you?
Happiness becomes a dragon when you allow it to master you. The indulgent, the coward.
Oh, no, you don't.
Master the brute while you can.
Until...
A new void treasure may now be extracted. Extractor in place.
Mounting
Void treasure location established.
will commence.
Extractor deploying.
Before we get into the boss fight itself, let's talk about what decrees to pick. There's two strategies. If you're planning on rushing to the boss, then you should only pick decrees that help you deal more damage to it. The Orowyrm is fully immune to status effects and you can't melee it, so it avoids those decrees entirely. Similarly, movement speed and headshot effect decrees are also useless. You can't headshot the worm. For rushing the boss, you should pick decrees like Vicious Barb, which is a rare decree that doubles all your critical damage. Other good options are Deadly Momentum and Fortified Will. Deadly Momentum makes you do more damage when you're moving, and it's not very hard to keep it maxed out at all times. Fortified Will doesn't directly increase your damage, instead it raises your strength. However, this directly translates into a greater damage buff if you have Eclipse or Roar infused in your Warframe, which I do most of the time. If you are still new to the mode, I wouldn't recommend rushing the boss. Instead, you should explore around and experience the open world, as well as get XP for your intrinsics. So what you should do is pick things that help you do side quests like Bombastein's Malice, Close Contagion, and Venomous Touch. Your Drifter's damage is very low at the start, so you will struggle killing the open world enemies. But these three decrees can really help you give damage over time with the poison effect, and AoE damage on headshots. Picking these at the start of a run won't help you against the boss itself, but the purpose is to make your Drifter stronger, so you can farm more decrees quickly. So think of it as an investment for the future. There's no time limit to how long you can stay in Duviri, so don't feel rushed. Take as much time as you need to power up.
The fire within Lodin was his anger. Unable to control it, thus was he consumed. Behold, the great dragon of Lodin.
Lodin is filled with fury. He will scorch the earth.
You play with fire, fool!
Now we are heading into the boss. Note that I'm playing the Steel Path version, so if you're playing the regular version, you might see something different. According to the Warframe lore, we cannot kill the Orowyrm while it's still in the open world, so we have to jump onto the worm and turn each of these switches to face the correct direction. After all the switches are turned to the right direction, one player must go to the front of the worm and mind control it. While you are mind controlling the worm, you have a limited time before it throws you out. So here's what to do. Two pillars will appear. Quickly check which one is closer to you, and drive the worm to it. Fire your worm beam at it and destroy the pillar. Then do a 180 and drive to the other pillar and also destroy it. After both pillars are destroyed, a portal appears. you must drive the worm into the portal. If you do all these things smoothly, you will have 10% of the time remaining, so you do have some room for a mistake. But if you don't get it within that time, you have to hack the worm again.
Force the creature through the portal. Only in its lair will it be vulnerable. An enemy that cannot retreat is the most dangerous.
Now that you're inside the portal, you finally can kill the worm. There will be 3 stages in the final encounter. For each stage, there are 3 rings on the worm you have to shoot and destroy. Shooting any other part of the worm does not inflict any damage. Also, the rings will be different colors depending on what the current mood is. And the worm also has different elemental attacks. After shooting the rings on stage 1, you have a short phase where blue fire covers the stadium, and you have to ride on the horses, chase and shoot the mini worms. After killing these worms, you will enter stage 2.
Worms have many tricks. The Kaiths are your salvation.
However, if you're Titania, you don't need a horse. You can just fly around. After shooting the rings again on stage 2, worms will once again come out. But this time, there's no blue fire. You can shoot these mini worms from your Warframe.
Your confidence is misplaced! You've had your fun!
Finally, break the rings in the Orowyrm one last time, and you've completed the fight. Yay, we win! Here's some final advice before I end the video. Titania is definitely the #1 choice for this boss. You can shred it in seconds with your Razorwing, even if your Warframe guns are bad. So this is always the #1 pick. You should take it when you can. However, of course it's not guaranteed that you can get Titania every time. You can also deal high damage by using the helmet to put Eclipse or Aurora on your frame. This is not as good as Titania, but you can still use it to amplify low damage on your weapons into high damage. Alternatively, you may not do damage that much, but you can get damage resistance abilities like Bearbrick's Daggers and Nezha's Ring. These will not allow you to one-shot the worm, but they can make you tanky and not die, so you can win it by a battle of endurance.
Release your negativity!
Look at the beautiful worldlings. How loyal they are.
Find a way to stop its spawn.
It's so beautiful!
Bravely done. For this one night at least, Duviri is calm.
What did you do? I'm sleepy.